So I
just bought a fucking shitload of Verge today.
I can't. Well, we're gonna talk about that because you should be ashamed of yourself.
I am ashamed. I'm ashamed.
Hello and welcome to REKT Podcast. I am Bunchu alongside my esteemed colleague and co-host Chamber. Chamber, how are you doing, buddy?
Today I'm doing well. I feel like today was like a breathe day. I could finally take an inhale after the last few days of the market. I've been just fucking bonkers.
Wow, what's been going on?
Just little things here and there. Nothing too crazy.
You all right? Everything all right at home, buddy?
I take my asthma inhaler a couple of times. But no, it's good. It's a good day. I'm still in fucking no man's land. This is what full-time crypto is. Like my day is, I don't know if it's good or pathetic, but it's like, wake up, put on some new comfy pants and a new hoodie, bring my kid to school, come back, have coffee with my wife. We usually get high for a little bit, watch some shit on YouTube, and then I go to my office for a bit, just do crypto stuff there. I don't know. I'm not doing much, man. I gotta tell you, and it's been good.
That sounds like a great life, honestly.
It's been something. It's been something.
You might even be close to play your cards right, never have to go back to work territory. In the sense that, once you have that little nest egg, you can kind of just keep flipping that money into more money.
Bunch, I'm going to be honest with you about something. I was Googling wealth management companies yesterday.
Wow.
I'm not even joking.
SOS. Sound the alarms. It is. I mean, is this top things?
I might be. I'm not sure. Wow. I would be scared if I was everybody else, though.
I am so far behind you on that. It is unbelievable. But
it's more preemptive. It's not like I need it right away, but it's just like, okay, all right, what if? Let's get our ducks in a row here, just in case shit gets real,
But that's what I mean, right? Like if you were able to complete the task here, like not fumble the bag, you may never have to go back to work, in the sense that like look, we're not talking $10 million in the bank stuff, but if you can invest it right and live off of it, like right, exactly, right. I wouldn't want to go back to.
It's fucking terrifying. I'm going to be honest with you. I was tweeting out the other day. It's like sometimes and I mean, I'm nobody. You can fucking imagine some of these guys out there.
Oh yeah, like
what
Messi,
they have. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's who knows? And like some low key guys that you probably don't even fucking know. You know what I mean? That don't talk too much shit. It's intimidating. Like sometimes you look at the USD of your portfolio. Like who's I seen the other day? I think it was this morning. Who's our big monkey on the rock? I can't think of the name now.
Coin Shark,
yeah. Mr. Backwards. He tweeted out, I think I saw it this morning, he has like a trading account. I also feel like it's not even his whole stack. And I think he said he started with like $5,000 and he's got like $450K in it now, just from trading.
Oh my God, manage my money, please, somebody.
Right? Like I feel like some of his full stack and he's got $500,000 just, kicking around. And it's heavy. Like when it's just on the internet, you know what I mean? Like it's not safe and secure in your, Bank of America or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it's nerve wracking. Like when we started really ramping up a couple of weeks ago, and you start like that number creeps up. You're like, there was a couple of nights where I wasn't sleeping properly. Like, oh, I gotta wake up. I gotta do. I don't know what I gotta do. I gotta do something though.
I gotta go buy a $5,000 NFT.
just spend it. If they can't steal what they don't have.
By the way, your auction, I don't know if that was a brilliant idea or a terrible idea. Obviously, you lost some,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A not insignificant amount of Ethereum on that whole transaction. And then I start seeing people that are actually selling their hash masks on the secondary market,
right,
for like large amounts of money, and I'm like, oh no, did you mess this up?
So somebody, like there was two people that kind of put some bids in for it, and we're only talking like half an Ethereum, maybe like 0.6 Ethereum kind of thing. Which now it's like $1,000, I think, which is not nothing, but if you spend 3 Ethereum on it, it's definitely not a good purchase. But after kind of we were all done, I'd message them, and nobody wanted to do the transaction, so I'm just kind of sitting on it now.
So you got it. Yeah, now you know what it's like to sell on eBay.
Oh, is that what happens?
Yeah, if you're like selling cards on eBay, like you deal with no payers, you deal with returns, things like that, and it's just so you're getting.
I didn't want to push it too hard. You know what I mean? Like it's fun and jokes on Twitter. So
you do still have it. So you're going to sell it for 10 ETH. You're going to sell it for 10 ETH now, and it's going to be jokes on them.
Ideally, yes. I have it up on sale on OpenSea. My thought was, listen to this. You tell me if this is a good idea. We have Chinese New Year coming up, right? Or it's in the midst of it. I forget where we are. But I have it on OpenSea for 8.88 Ethereum. And 8 is the lucky number.
Numerology.
Right. So I just put it like a super lucky number for Ethereum, and maybe it'll get purchased, which would be like just shy of a 3x, which would be just fine for me.
That's a little Top Shot theory for you,
Oh, really? Like those
people pay for weird numbers. They pay for like 420.
Oh, like the jersey number.
69. They pay for the jersey number. They pay for all kinds of weird stuff. But anyway, all right. So let's just get into let's get into the state of the market here. What are we looking at? We got the top 10 here.
What are we looking at?
Bitcoin is at $44,583, up 26% in the last 7 days. ETH up to 1715, up 13.6%. Tether is number 3rd in market cap, which we'll talk about in a little bit. Cardano, number 4 at 84 cents, 97% this week. It's up. That's crazy.
I have that's the bag that my stepbrother purchased.
Oh, he must be pumped.
That he keeps texting me about, and he texted me again. He texted me again the other day. I laughed.
He's got to be pumped now.
Yeah, no, totally. He's definitely made. He says he bought it for. I have it here. Bought Cardano for 18 cents. And what is it right now? Sorry. Nothing.
No, I mean that's like a badger move.
That is like a badger move. Honey badger, don't quit.
It's very similar. Right? So XRP is at 5, up 31%. People are still buying that. Polkadot up 31% this week. Binance up 140% this week. It is at $121 at the number 7 spot. Litecoin number 8 at 175.25, up 23%. Chainlink up 10% at 26.13. And rounding out the top 10, woof woof, who let the Doge out? Dogecoin at 7 cents. 128% up this week. That is just amazing.
That's fucking nuts,
dude. We are somewhere. We're doing something here. So pretty wild. But
did I tell you about my Doge purchase? Like what I bought Doge at? Yeah, well, I bought Doge maybe December 29th. At 17 sats, and it got to fucking 240 sats, and I sold it at 37 sats.
Wow,
it's great. I lost so much potential on that one. Cutting your bags too early is a problem. The thing is, because we are children of the bear market, you and I, we feel like any sort of positive momentum that we do get, any sort of win, we want to kind of cut and run as quickly as possible. And what we're going to have to learn is to hang on to bags, let your runners run, as they used to say. So let's see how good we can do that in this next cycle, because that's one right away. Oh, I made a 2x, cut it, let's go, move on to the next. And it went 10, 11x. Wow. Satoshi wise. So
see, that's what I need to do. I need to start bobbing and moving, right? Like I need to start moving in and out, I believe, because I'm keeping my Badger bag because it's my biggest bag now. And
you asked me today, when are we selling this thing? What did I tell you?
Never. You told me $500.
I'm not even joking. $500 is, I think, a reasonable spot. I think $1,000 might be tippy top.
Oh my god!
I'm not even joking. I feel that confident. We had some good news today too. I think.
Yeah. Partner with Wi-Fi.
Yeah, with Wi-Fi, which is I think that's a big deal.
Finally back to where I bought it. Wi-Fi.
Oh really? I cut my bag the other day.
I held it through.
I was melting. I'm like, I can't. It was too much. I couldn't.
See, that's the luxury that I have that you don't now. Is right. Like my down 20% is not the same as your down 20%.
Yeah, and it was a bit like I had too much Wi-Fi to be hanging on. Do you want to do the REKT index since we're talking about bags?
Sure, let's go right into the REKT index. I'm gonna wreck it. So, we used to do this. For anybody new that's listening to the show, we used to do this a little differently. We actually would have guests on and have them tell us what bags that we should be buying, and try to, we would just buy it on the show, and we would just see how it would perform. We decided to put another REKT index together, just me and Chamber, using some funds that we have that were sitting in the bank. So we said, fuck the banks. We want financial freedom. We are going to go all in on illiquid shitcoins. And so we took the money in our bank and we have now put it into the new REKT index. So, Chamber, why don't you give us a rundown? We've been running the REKT index for what, about a week only now?
A little bit more than a week. I think we're at about 10 days now.
Okay. So, where do we start with and where are we at now?
Do you want me to go into like exact dollars? I don't mind.
No.
Okay.
Not the dollars so much as, what was our percentage allocation in our coins, and then what did we move and where we're at now?
This is going to be the problem. I can't remember all the stuff we purchased already.
We've only really made one swap. We've made one swap.
We bought Bitcoin right away. We took our funds. We bought Bitcoin. I think we then split that Bitcoin. We kept half of it and then put the other half to Ethereum. So then we could trade, some DeFi stuff. We initially bought Binance. So we bought 4 bags. We divvied them up, I think, at about 25% each, give or take. So we bought a bag of Binance, a bag of Tron, both with our BTC, and then we bought a bag of Rook, which is Keeper DAO, and we bought a bag of Sushi. We have since, I think yesterday, we were talking about Binance earlier, we sold our bag of Binance, and we have replaced that with we converted that position to Ethereum. We kept a little Ethereum on the side for transactions because that is a problem. And we bought this is Bunchu's golden pick here. So for those of you keeping notes at home, I said, "What are you excited about?"
I can't even credit it all to myself.
That's okay.
I can't even credit the pick to myself. I aped via our good friend of the show, Franklin Fitch.
Ooh, interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
when I put out I put out a tweet over the past week that said I needed to move some stuff. What should I buy? Frank replied with that one. So
what was that? What was that one?
Good. I think it's pronounced Yoplay. It is YOP. 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 I feel like that's like
not to be confused with WAP. Different.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. So that is yield optimization platform and protocol. Yop.finance. So that is what we are all in on right now. Not all in, but good amount. It's I think 1 sec, I'll give you the percentages now. It makes up about 26% of our portfolio. We have Sushi making up about 25%, Rook 22.5%, Tron at about 19%, and then 6.5% for Ethereum. It's only an $11 million market cap. It's ranked 630, so we got some room to grow.
I love it. When you told me that, I took a look at the chart looked good, the market cap looked good. And after I got the REKT index allocation, I went in and ate myself for my own bag.
Wow, look at you. Holy cow.
So right. I'm involved. Buncher gets excited, Chamber gets excited.
Wow. Wow, that's fantastic. All right, so overall, how have we been?
Okay, in USD, we are up a staggering 69%. Yeah, huge. In BTC, we are up 27.6%. So
that's also good.
Very good. Considering.
I mean, the goal is to make more.
That's all you want to do. We'll make BTC while BTC is going up. I think we're doing pretty good overall. Like I said, we sold our Binance bag, and that could still go up. And I don't know. Maybe we leave a little bit. It did still
go up. It went to like $140 or something.
I think we sold it about what, 110, 115,
112, I think, or somewhere around there. Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. That's okay.
That's all right. You take your. I mean, we bought it at what, 50?
Something like that.
60.
You move on.
Yeah. So that's it. That we made our cash on CZ, and now we're on to bigger and better things. So that's the REKT index. So we will keep you posted on our moves as we go along here. Hopefully we can keep chugging. We are by no means experts or financial advisors, so we are just apes. That is essentially it. So we are just
hairless apes.
Yes. The old hairless ape. So, all right. What we also had recommendations. Did you have a recommendation for us?
Yes, I actually.
I'll start with mine. Mine because mine is just quick, and I'm sure you've watched this show because I feel like you've told me to watch this show. But I just started watching Letterkenny, and it's pretty great.
So yeah, Letterkenny is like based in my backyard.
Right, exactly. So that's why I figured you have watched.
You know what? Being a Canadian, this probably won't be any surprise to you. I hate most Canadian shows. So Letterkenny is fine. I liked it, like the first season or two, and then it's just like, I get it. It's fine. It's. I felt the same way about Trailer Park Boys. Too close to home. Maybe that's what it is. I felt the same way about Trailer Park Boys.
I'm not a big Trailer Park Boys guy.
As I go back and rewatch it, I have a better appreciation for it now, I think, as I'm older, but I hated Trailer Park Boys.
Well, I hate to bring it to you, Chamber. That's because Canadians historically not very funny, and your grand delusion that you are the funniest person on this show is now just backed by your hatred for your own Canadian television.
Listen, I'm going to go on the record here. We have Jim Carrey, Mike Myers, who else? I'm trying to think. The executive producer of Saturday Night Live, Lorne Michaels, is Canadian. John Candy. I mean, we got all of them. Eugene Levy. They won all the.
Meh.
Oh, man. See what Canadians? You know what Canadians
I'm kidding.
are really?
I'm totally kidding.
Triggered.
No, I just wanted to try to say that you hate Canadian TV, and Canadian TV is not funny. Therefore, you are not funny.
It's fair. That's fair. I'm shook. You've got me off my game. So, congratulations.
All right. Well, and now I've got a gift for you.
You have a gift for me.
All of this before we're getting into the news. What a day!
Jam-packed show.
Jam-packed show. Jam-packed. So, a couple weeks back, we had something happen that we talked about on the show. You probably don't even remember at this point. But I'm going to send you a live picture or a picture right now so I can get your live reaction to this on the show. So here comes your picture. Ready?
Yep. I'm waiting. Oh.
So this is a 24. This is a 24 by 36 print of the piece of artwork entitled Satoshi's Things that we talked about on the show a couple weeks ago, done by none other than at Rataparda Crypto, RATPARDA Crypto, and I messaged him. I believe he's from Spain, and so I messaged him that morning when we saw this, and I was like, "Let me buy these. I wanted to buy them," and he said, "Absolutely not. Let me send you some prints." And so he actually went out of his way. And like I said, he's from Spain. He found somebody close to where I live to make and deliver prints, and he would not let us pay him. So he made these prints for us.
What's the Twitter handle again? Sorry.
At Rata RATA Parda PARDA Crypto.
Perfect.
Yes, and so he made us these prints, and we will tweet out the prints. Of course, they're pretty awesome.
God.
For those who don't remember, this is the I think he minted an NFT of this, and it was Satoshi with like all of his random things from crypto Twitter, and there's celebrity crypto Twitter celebrities in the background, and there's a little REKT podcast CD.
Like CD, right?
Picture.
Like that's what it looks like. That's amazing.
There's a little REKT podcast CD in the bottom left corner, and we were very honored. So so I reached out and I was like, I need to have these, and he was kind enough to get these sent to us, which was really, really, really cool. So check him out, and then check out his other. I think this is another handle where he does, I think, do prints, and it's at Crypto Printable. At Crypto Printable, and he's going to have a whole website up in a couple weeks, and he's going to be doing NFT work as well. So once he sends me all that information, we will pass it on to you guys, because it would be pretty awesome if you guys could check his stuff out, because that was pretty cool of him. What do you think?
Bunchu, I wish you could see my face right now.
Dude, it's huge. It's 24 by 36. 24 so like 36? You're gonna need a nice big frame for this thing.
So
and I'm gonna ship it to you right now or this week.
I'm looking at a painting that my daughter painted for me. That's on my wall. It's now being tossed across the room to make room for this beautiful work of art.
It's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. So, like I said, we were honored to even be included in such.
We have no reason being in the company of these people. I'm looking at the picture now. There's they must have made a mistake at some point. So I appreciate that mistake. Yeah. So sorry, what were the measurements on that again? I want to make sure I get a frame before the print gets here.
24 by 36, so it's a big boy.
Fuck, I can't wait to put this in my office.
It's awesome. So I asked him if he would like to come on the show, but he, being from Spain, he said his English isn't that good, so he asked that we just shout out his stuff, and so we will obviously tag and link to everything in there as well, and when he passes along his website, we'll pass that along to everybody else, because that was pretty cool. So we are part of something, Chamber. We're part of something.
I can't believe it. Who'd have thought? Look at us.
Look at us. Not me. I would have never thought. But so that's going to get us into the news. All right, Shaber, what do we got for news? I mean, it's a big news week. Where do you want to start?
Was there news? Was there a big news week this week?
Everything was going on, I feel like.
I mean, yeah, I'm downplaying it. Let's start with the biggest news that graced our phone screens early Monday morning. This is from CNBC. Tesla buys 1.5 billion in Bitcoin, plans to accept it as payment. So Tesla announced on Monday it has bought $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. In a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the company said it bought the Bitcoin for, quote, more flexibility to further diversify and maximize returns of our cash. Tesla also said it will start accepting payments in Bitcoin in exchange for products, quote, subject to applicable laws and initially on a limited basis. That would make Tesla the first major automaker to do so. The 1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin will give Tesla liquidity in cryptocurrency once it starts accepting it for payments. So that's bananas.
You gonna buy your Tesla with Bitcoin?
Is Tesla the kind of car I would buy?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm not a car guy.
I'm not either. Not at all.
I don't even know. Like, if I had unlimited
as long as it
funds,
moves,
right? Like, I think I like Mercedes.
If I had unlimited funds, I would buy a Jeep. I've always wanted a Jeep, and that's what I want. So that's
like a real Jeep.
Yeah, like a Jeep Wrangler.
Yeah. That's
like
I agree.
Souped up Jeep Wrangler.
I've always said that's a great third vehicle.
Yeah,
not a daily driver.
Right.
But no, I don't know. Yeah, I think that would be that's in the conversation. I think Jeep is in the conversation for sure. But maybe I don't know. Maybe like a nice Tesla SUV to move the family around would be cool. So it goes on to say here, Tesla's move into Bitcoin represents an investment of significant percentage of its cash in investment. The company had more than $19 billion in cash and cash equivalents on hand at the end of 2020, according to the most recent filing. The moves raise questions around CEO Elon Musk's recent behavior on Twitter. That's our people. Where he has been credited for increasing the prices of cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Dogecoin by posting positive messages that have encouraged people to buy the digital currency. 2 weeks ago, the billionaire Tesla owned added the hashtag Bitcoin to his crypto bio. You remember that? So he took out everything else and just put hashtag Bitcoin in his bio. A move that helped to briefly push up the price of cryptocurrency by as much as 20%. 2 days later, he said on social media chat site Clubhouse. Have you been on Clubhouse yet, by the way? Are you? No, me neither. I keep hearing about it, but I'm not familiar with it. Quote, I do at this point think Bitcoin is a good thing and that I am a supporter of Bitcoin. So just all around, do you know how much, I forget, but when that Monday report came out, by the end of day Monday, I forget how much actual profit. It was like I feel like it was like $100 million worth of profit from the $1.5 billion that he made that day, just by that news coming out, which is insane.
It's insane.
What are your thoughts on that? What's the ethical? Like, if you were,
well, I don't know. What's the difference? I mean, look, he like, I don't really know, because if he's buying it all. And then, I mean, what's the difference between what that and anybody else is doing, right? Like, wow. We're all just sitting here like, yeah, buy my bags,
there is a difference between me talking about buying Verge and...
I mean, is there, though? I mean, is there? Elon is like... He's a crypto bro. Like, this is like he is. He's just a really rich one, like with a shit ton of followers. So like, I don't know. I don't really see anything wrong with it.
There's legally nothing wrong with it. I think ethically is the question, and we all know how my ethics barometer works. I
also see nothing wrong with it, right? Like, if that's wrong, then the big crypto
then the
Twitter
whole
accounts
damn world's wrong.
Well, it is. I mean, then that means all the crypto Twitter accounts are wrong. Anybody that's got over what's the threshold? 10,000 followers,
30,000,
20,000 followers, 30,000. Yeah. Like, what's the threshold? And just because you are saying, "Hey, I bought this," doesn't mean you're telling people to go buy it.
Nope.
And first of all, do your own goddamn research. Doge is a meme coin. Like, that's what it is. And if people, if enough people buy it, it's going to go up. And but to think that it's got any utility or anything, really, it doesn't. So, but people don't. So I don't know. I don't think there's anything wrong with it, but I also know that people are going to get wrecked from it. But the Bitcoin thing, there's absolutely nothing wrong with, right? Like,
no, I agree.
That is a business decision that he's made.
Oh yeah, of course.
To just like MicroStrategy, so and all of those guys. So, is that ethically wrong to go tweet about what you just did and buy Bitcoin?
It definitely. Regardless if it's ethically right or morally right or whatever, it definitely manipulates the market. I think we can agree there.
Yeah, but is it though, or is it that
100%
more people are buying? Like, I don't know.
So when I say manipulate, it has kind of a negative connotation to it.
Correct.
But what I mean is, when he tweets about it, there's a consequence that happens. Like. You know what I mean?
My
tweets are inconsequential.
Correct.
His tweets are consequential.
My whole life is inconsequential. Yes, I can relate.
You know what I mean? But yeah, so that if he tweets something, it has an effect in the market.
But does that mean he can't just tweet about fucking
No, I'm not saying
Doge?
I would be the worst person in the world if I had that kind of power. So yeah, I'm definitely not saying he's wrong for doing so. I'm just saying the fact is him doing that definitely has an effect.
But like, he doesn't even like he's not even he doesn't need to be sitting there with sell orders 20% higher than what he just bought. Like, that's not what he's doing.
No, I don't think he's, and no, you're right. I don't think he's doing it with the intent of dumping on followers. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I think when he's tweeting the excitement of it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it still has an effect on the market.
100%. You can't disagree with that. Doge is at 7 cents and is the top 10 ranked cryptocurrency. Like, so you cannot.
Wasn't it top 5 at one point? Like,
probably.
It was insane.
It's insane. You got. Never mind. We'll talk about that later. But it's crazy. Everybody's talking about Doge. People in my sports card break room are talking about Doge.
No shit.
It's insane. Yeah. All right. So I'll take the next news story here. We talked about this last week. We had a guest on talking about it. Users flooded to NBA Top Shot's legendary drop last weekend, but tech issues left some disappointed. Top Shot.
I found this article. It is a fairly lengthy article.
Yeah.
But because we were both participating in this particular thing, I thought it'd be a good idea to just talk about there's some key points, I think, at the very top, and maybe we can.
Yeah, so the quick takes here: 25,000 users participated in or tried to participate in the legendary drop on February 6th, which was last Saturday, I believe, while Dapper Labs, which runs the platform, was able to sell roughly 23 collectible packs in minutes. Many participants that should have been able to buy a pack were not able to due to technical issues that disrupted the process. So let's talk about what happened. So the days leading up to this, they were testing basic packs, common packs, right? Yeah. And they were doing some drops. They were testing a queue system, and it was right in their queue zone. And they had they put people, so like they would drop it, they'd put you in a queue, and when your spot in line came up, in these drops there was 25,000 packs available. When your spot in line came up, you had 10 minutes to pay, right?
Right.
And then you got your pack.
And we both participated in that one, and I would say it worked pretty well.
Yeah, and then the second time they did it again the following night, and they tested it again. That one I think even worked a little bit better. And so they then announced that they were going to drop these legendary packs. And for reference, like I said, there's 25,000 in these common pack drops. There was only going to be 2,600 packs available. The price of these was going to be $999, so $1,000 a pack, right? Yeah. So they're about to sell $2 million, $2.6 million in digital collectible packs, and in minutes, right? Because 25,000 users tried to participate, meaning the demand, there was 25,000 people wanting to spend $1,000 on this digital collectible pack, right? Which is mind-boggling. Now, I don't know if there's 25,000 unique users. I'm sure multiple people had multiple accounts trying to go for them. But either way, the supply was way less than the demand, right?
Right.
So they tried to do the same kind of queue system where they, at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central. If you were there, you were supposed to be able to hit join the drop and jump in the queue. And what happened was not this.
No.
So do you know what happened?
I don't know what happened. I was there. I
have
ready to spend $1,000.
Yeah. So what happened was, so instead of going to the queue for everybody, there were many people that instead of the join the drop button, it showed a buy now button. Right. And so while this queue was supposed to last 15 minutes, what was happening was they were selling packs just without a queue being even up, right? So, and I think
some people were just able to buy packs right away.
Right. So you and I are sitting in the queue, and there's packs being sold right under your nose, right? So this was a utter disaster, essentially. So what we found out later, and I believe this is confirmed now, was they didn't clear the cache for the users that had purchased from the night before. So if you were still using the same session with the same cookies in your browser, you didn't get a queue. You were just able to buy, which is a massive fuck up. So many people, and which makes me even more mad because I was actually at my parents' house for this drop instead of my house. So if I was home, I would have been able to buy. Yeah. But these packs were, look, I'm not going to cry about not being able to spend $1,000 on a digital collectible.
Yeah, however, I wasn't too upset about it.
The ROI on these packs is no joke. Like, people were selling the legendary moments for $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. Right. And people were buying them. And so, it was a nightmare. But I guess they've identified the problem. They say that they're going to fix it. I don't know. A lot of people were salty about it. But life goes on, right? Like
have they lost momentum, do you think?
Well, they said now that they're not going to drop any packs until they have the issue 100% fixed. So there's no packs being dropped at the moment.
Because I've periodically looked, and since then there have been no new packs, even base ones or anything like that.
But people are buying. Like, I've liquidated a ton of moments just because I was getting rid of all my low end stuff. Yeah. And I would just list for whatever the low price was, and I'm selling stuff in minutes, right? Really? So people are still buying. Okay. But and now they're coming out with all these challenges that you have to do with these moments and stuff. So they're keeping the marketplace alive that way, but they haven't released any new packs. But it was a shit show. It was pretty bad. I have a problem with, if we're going to be talking about what is the right business practice to do. If you don't have your drop process airtight, I don't think you should be dropping $1,000 packs, is my opinion, right?
Right, I agree.
When you're talking about trying to get everything fair and balanced for people and you can't get a common drop right, I don't think it's right to be dropping $1,000 pack, and people have the right to be upset about it. You know what I mean? So, but life will go on. They'll get it fixed. I don't think it's going to kill any of the platform or anything like that. So, we will see. But that's what happened with Top Shot. So hopefully you got a pack if you were trying. I definitely saw a couple of our CT friends that were able to buy.
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So anyway, what do we got next?
I have here, this is from the Block Crypto, from our gal, our white whale.
We're such creep stalkers. She's our gal. She's never acknowledged our existence one time. I love it.
Maybe she can step on my hand one day.
But both of these next two stories are from her.
I love it. So this is from Yagita. Twitter CFO Ned Siegel has said that the social media giant is considering. Again, this is Twitter CFO. Is considering whether to add Bitcoin to its balance sheet. In an interview with CNBC on Wednesday, Siegel said if Twitter employees and vendors ask to be paid in Bitcoin, then the company may consider investing in Bitcoin as a part of its treasury. Quote, we've done a lot of upfront thinking to consider how we might pay employees should they ask to be paid in Bitcoin, how we might pay a vendor if they're asked to be paid in Bitcoin, and whether or not we need to have Bitcoin on our balance sheets should that happen, said Siegel. It's something we continue to study and look at. We want to be thoughtful about it over time, but we haven't made any changes yet. So they're still in the consideration mode. Twitter's sister company, Square, is already a Bitcoin investor. We knew that. Last October, the payments company announced that it had purchased $50 million worth of Bitcoin. Square at the time became the second U.S.-based publicly traded company after MicroStrategy to invest in Bitcoin. Earlier this week, Elon Musk, we talked about this earlier, Tesla joined the list of such companies to buy Bitcoin, and as we know, they bought $1.5 billion. So, pretty crazy stuff.
That's crazy. I mean, we're going to see it happen more and more and more, I think. This is the catalyst for the hundreds of thousands, right?
You tweeted me, Shiva Kamani Soma, and that's exactly what I was thinking when I couldn't. I like how you read my mind. That's from it's from the league.
I didn't want you to read that on here.
It's exactly what I was thinking, though. I just looked over and I'm like, I'm so happy that you're able to read my mind sometimes. So thank you for that.
I got you. I do it to my wife all the time, too. This is going to be the catalyst for the hundreds of thousands, right?
Oh, yeah.
Again, you take 21 million supply, and then you take all of these. We thought it would be like the old kind of mantra or rallying cry was, there's only X amount of billionaires and there's 21 million Bitcoin. Right. Not even every millionaire in the world can own a Bitcoin. So, we used to do, I almost went into the stoner voice for you. Bro, there's only
so offensive to me.
There's only 25 million millionaires. So not even every millionaire can even own a Bitcoin, bro. Wow. It's and so but that's what our old rallying cry was for about the scarcity. But now it's how many $1 billion companies are there that are going to say, hey, maybe we should dump $1 billion into Bitcoin? And that's going to dry up supply really quick. We're not talking about them buying, perps. We're talking about them buying actual Bitcoin, right?
Amazing. It's crazy.
So, I mean, that's the catalyst for all these. I mean, and here I am just buying my $20 every day. I mean, where's the news on that?
Nobody's talking about that. Yogita.
Asshole podcaster buys $20 via Cash App. Report on that, Yogita.
One day we're going to have her on the show.
She'll never come on.
Never is she ever coming on. No.
No, she won't. I don't even know what we would do if she did.
Just silence. It was like, do you remember on Saturday Night Live they used to have like the Chris Farley talk show, and he would just sit there like Paul McCartney would be like, "So, you're a Beatle." It's awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh man. All right. Well, I actually just canceled out the last news story, so we are going to skip it. But it was about Tether and the Tether market cap increasing. So what did I say?
Riveting.
Before? Well, what did I say before? Tether's what, number 3 in market cap now? Yeah, at 30 billion.
30 billion.
30 billion. So, you know, what does that tell you? Like, I mean, more and more and more huge players, I think, are getting into the game, right? It kind of goes back to what we were just saying, right? You know, Tether by nature there has to be more printed to keep it at $1, right?
Yeah, totally.
So, I mean, that means that, you know, that amount exists parked in Tether somewhere between everybody that's holding it, you know? Which is, I mean, that's a lot of money that's coming into the space. So, I don't know. This time sure feels different, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. I don't know.
Look,
I'm so
scared.
We're
at more than double all-time high from the previous all-time high, right? We're at an Ethereum all-time high. We are at a market cap all-time high. We're at a, you know, everything all-time high, right? So I think it sufficiently is different. Like, it's different, you know.
And I think, and you said all those things, and I feel we're not in euphoria mode yet.
Well, that's the scary part. That's
what I'm scared of. What the fuck does that mean?
That's the scary part.
So what's the top?
I don't know,
you know, what's the market
late.
cap top? What's the fucking Bitcoin top
for
this cycle? I know we've discussed it.
We've discussed this a million times, and I think you're totally right with, and I think Ledger and Josh said it when they were on with us too, but like the target I think is closer to gold, right?
Yeah, right. I think, like, what's that? 4 trillion? I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, something like that. But my favorite thing that happened this week was a whole bunch of people deciding they were finally done with Peter Schiff and just blocked him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, a bunch of crypto people decided, we're done with you. You're totally fucked now. Like, you're just irrelevant now.
You're fucking done, son.
We're not even having fun with you anymore. Go cry somewhere else. You know, so, but anyway, all right, that is going to do it for the news. Last segment here goes in terms of what we've kind of been talking about a little bit with Elon, but celebrity sighting.
Our new celebrity.
We have lots and lots of celebrity sightings. My favorite one of the week was Gene Simmons. I sent you. Gene Simmons tweeting about Dogecoin. Did you ever think you'd see that?
That's the top thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
No, I don't think I was. Gene Simmons was not on my bingo card. Yeah, that was not one I was expecting.
How about this one? A very famous, and this is another person talking about Doge. And so, like, okay, if you're gonna fucking yell at Elon, what's the difference between these guys? What's the difference between Gene Simmons? Is it just because Elon is a CEO? Like, what's the difference, right?
No, I would say
Gene Simmons tweeting about Doge, and now you've got maybe even bigger than both of them, maybe even bigger than both. Kevin Jonas, the Jonas Brothers,
yeah.
At February 6th, 8:11 p.m., which got 5,900 retweets, 682 quote tweets, and 27,000 likes. And it's still only at 7 cents. That's crazy.
Is Kevin Jonas like the? I know Nick Jonas. Is Kevin like the number 2 Jonas?
I would say Kevin's probably the 3rd Jonas.
Oh, really?
There's Joe Jonas as well, and I think Joe Jonas is more popular. But I could be.
Nick is the most popular, right?
I don't know. Should we look this up real quick? How many followers does Kevin Jonas have? Let's see. Kevin Jonas has 5.3 million followers.
Kevin Jonas? That's Kevin?
Kevin, that's Kevin. Let's see Nick Jonas.
I'll go Joe Jonas.
Okay. Nick Jonas. Oh wow. Okay. Nick Jonas is putting Kevin Jonas to shame. 14.4 million followers.
Okay. Joe Jonas has 10.2 million.
All right, so I nailed the Jonas Brother hierarchy.
Exactly right, yeah.
Where do you think they fit in popularity versus the Hanson brothers, and who would win in a fight?
Well, obvious's the Hanson brothers would win in a fight. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, the oldest one's got to be like 55. That guy's seen some shit. You know what I mean? Like I don't mess with those guys.
So the Jonas brothers are tweeting about Doge. Gene Simmons tweeting about Doge, Elon Musk tweeting about Doge, and Chamber tweeting about Doge, and it's still only 7 cents. We also saw Mark Cuban get way more involved in crypto this week, right?
Yes.
I feel like he's now one of us. Feels that way, right? And
yeah. I agree.
You've got these last ones here. Lindsay Lohan, talk about that.
Lindsay Lohan, I mean, we talked about it a couple of weeks ago when she put out a video.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the one that we thought was possibly...
it was definitely a cameo.
It was definitely a cameo? Is that...
Didn't it even say cameo on it and people didn't know? That was the one that I thought it literally said cameo, yeah.
Because there was another video that came out that we weren't sure if it was a cameo or not. It
wasn't that one. Lindsay Lohan's was a cameo. Was a cameo?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So, through that cameo... has now become a Bitcoin maximalist. I tweeted about Bitcoin twice today.
Be careful of the word maximalist.
No, we don't.
No, because all right, go with this first one, and I'll tell you why.
Elaborate, yeah, don't get it. So Lindsay Lohan tweeted out, I think Bitcoin to the moon. About 10 hours ago. That got 35,000 likes, 6,200 retweets, and about 2,300 comments. And then about 6 hours after that one, so that was this morning, 6 hours after that, Bitcoin is the future, happening now. Support my vision of empowerment by collecting one-of-one NFT at Rarible.com. And it's
that's why she's not a maximalist. She's already printing NFTs.
Yeah, so it has to be, well, it doesn't have to be Ethereum, but it's probably Ethereum if it's on, I think it's Rarible.
The highest bid is 15 wrapped ETH for $25,000.
That's not nothing, man. That's a ton. That's crazy.
I think the buy it now is 45 ETH.
No shit, eh?
Yeah.
So, not a maxi, I guess. Not a maxi. Let's get into DeFi. But it's, I don't know. I feel bad. Lindsay Lohan.
Speaking of Rarible.com, I did just hear back from our good friend Radaparda here.
Oh yeah.
He said his links are the @crypto printable on Twitter, and then cryptoprintable.com is his website.
Okay.
And then you can also find him on Rarible as Crypto Printables. So there you go.
Perfect.
Yeah. Anyway.
Perfect. So,
all right, man.
Yeah, this is nuts. We're in it.
We just need Katy Perry to do her nails all different cryptos, and I think we're officially at the top.
And I think we have to make all of our moves. This is just kind of for all the shitcoin traders out there. I think all of our moves need to be done by mid-March.
You think that's as long? That's it. That's all.
Give us lots of time. For at least, I would say that's in the short term. Make some money now, convert it back to Ethereum and Bitcoin by mid-March, and I think you'll be happy.
Interesting. All right, there you go. You got it from the guru himself, the man who has called the $150,000 Bitcoin coming soon. That's it. That was almost sounded like financial advice. So I think that's where we have to dip.
You want to take it? You want to take my advice? You're fucked.
That's going to do it for us. Until next time. We've got a show Friday, huh?
We do.
We've got a guest Friday, huh?
Big guest Friday.
Big guest. Wow. Okay.
I'm excited about it.
You're very excited about this one.
I like fun. I like fun guests.
I don't.
This one's fun.
Yeah, all right. Well, we're going to have some fun on Friday. But until next time, then, don't get wrecked. And that is financial advice.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening. You can help support us by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and become a REKT patron by signing up for a monthly tier on patreon.com. That's patreon.com/REKT podcast. Don't get wrecked.